At the end of 2010, we had 50 stores. At the end of 2011, we have 150 stores. Today, I have right at 300 stores. And by the end of June, we'll have 600 stores. So just understand what, thank you, yes ma'am.
Do you have any here?
Well, that's what I was saying. We just got picked up by B&B Pecans, which is in Turkey, North Carolina. And so he's distributing to Harris Teeter, and we have Lowe's. He's putting us in the commissaries. So if you go to MissJenningsPickles.com and go where to buy, put in your zip code. Because also we have a distributor. We just got 4 distributors this year, okay? We had no distributors in 2011. What that means is when you saw pickles on the shelf, me and Ashley put them there, or a high schooler put them there. So you would see me or Ashley at 5:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock stocking shelves. Because how else is it going to get there? Just think about it. When you're brand new and you're starting off, you have no money, you're trying to build a business, you can't pay people to do everything. So you got to do it yourself. I mean, in fact, Madison spent her entire week of spring break with me working, while Kennedy went to the beach, you know? But, I mean, because she knew how important and what things were coming. But I'm sure we're here locally somewhere. I just don't know where. Sorry. Because I used to know every store manager, and as you grow, you can't do that anymore. But that's pretty cool. We also want to tell you that North Carolina Ag Department has been crucial in North Carolina exporting. We are so blessed to live in North Carolina. So this is the beginning. This is probably August of 2009. We went to Williams-Sonoma, we bought aprons, and here we go. We're using the most expensive jar you can possibly buy. It's a ball canning jar. We didn't know. You know, you got to get started. The other thing we did was, you know, Bo liked my pickles. Ashley liked my pickles. But did you like my pickles? I wouldn't know. Because guess what? Friends and family lie. They'll say, oh, that's the best thing you've ever tasted, and then they spit it out. And so it's like, I can't build a business on a friend and family that's going to lie. So what we did is we took our pickle to a local restaurant that I like to go to. It's called Smitty's Bar and Grill, and they had picnic tables outside. And so you would walk up, I've never met you, and I would say, would you try a pickle and tell me what you like and what you don't like? Guess what? She's going to tell me the truth. You know why? She's got nothing to lose. She doesn't know me. She'll say, oh, not enough salt, too sweet, not crispy enough. I mean, people, strangers will tell you the truth. Friends and family don't want to hurt your feelings. So make sure, ask a total stranger. I learned that the hard way. When we first started, we started in my kitchen, and then we moved to the church. I'm at Fountain of Life, and we're all about some child labor. Free child labor. So this is Madison, and Kennedy, and Tate is Ashley's little boy. But we had to have a certified kitchen, a commercial kitchen, so that the health department could come in and inspect us. And so, yeah, kids were there, and we used to start with a knife. Then we got really a little bit better, and we started using a mandolin. And I'll keep going, but that's how we first started. This is one of our first pickle tastings. Madison was 12, Kennedy's 8. They're just Joe cool, you know. They're just sitting out there like, you want to try? And this is something else. Like, it's not, do you want to try a pickle? When you're starting a company, you got to build that brand. So they're going to ask you, would you like to try Miss Jenny's pickle? Okay, it's all about the brand, all about Miss Jenny's. And this thing, yes, I'm Miss Jenny, but Miss Jenny's company is its own little entity. Let me tell you, it took a turn. When we first started, I was not Miss Jenny. I definitely am today, and Ashley will tell you, she don't want to be Miss Jenny. She doesn't like to stand up and talk. In fact, I had to drag her. This was our very first food show. It's the North Carolina Specialty Foods Association in Charlotte or Raleigh, I can't remember. It's the flavors. But look how sad our little table is. I mean, just look at it. We were so proud of ourselves, because when I show you what we do now, you'll say, wow, you know. But you got to start somewhere. And our label, that's about the saddest label ever, but we didn't know at the time, okay? This is my field at Mama's, and I own that land. It's right next to Mama's, and we have a big old sign, which everybody thinks we're going to build a building out there. We're not. You know, it's right next to Mama's. That's where we grow cucumbers. But MSNBC came to do our story. And so I had my friend Clint right there. I said, Clint, make me a sign. And so now you can see it from the highway. And people just love it. I rode by your place. I'm like, I'm glad you did. Because that's where I grew up, is Mama's. And I don't know how these are out of order, but just bear with me. From the church pastor said, you know, Christmas time's coming, y'all gotta go. And I said, okay. Plus, I was working full time, so we wouldn't go in the church kitchen until like 1 o'clock. But we had to carry all our supplies in there and then carry them all out at the end of the day. And so we needed a place to store our supplies, sugar, dill, vinegar, you know, all that, in our jars. And so, you know, God works things out, because Bo was having lunch at a board meeting at the YMCA, and he's like, anybody know of a kitchen? Well, the director of the Y is sitting there going, we got a kitchen that's not being utilized at all. And so we went to the local YMCA in Winston-Salem. We upfitted it, which was good because this didn't have gas in it. And so I taught Piedmont Natural Gas into upfitting that kitchen for $10,000 worth of gas free of charge for the Y. Plus we got to use it, and they'll have it for the rest of their life. Plus we upgraded a lot of their, we bought a new stove, and we're getting a new dishwasher that'll all remain when we leave. So it was a win-win for everybody. But this is the Y Kitchen, where we actually still make some pickles today. When Bill Bryan came to see me and he met me, he was like, Jenny, you're gonna need help. And so he introduced me to a co-packer, and I'll explain what that is. But we didn't bring a co-packer in until 2011. In 2009, 2010, me and Ashley made every jar. Okay, we don't make every jar today because we have 250 stores and we've exported to China, but we still make pickles, and I'll tell you all about that. But we bought a Combi. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but it's a big oven, and it's, you know, about $50,000. We got ours on sale, and it was used. You know, we're all about that too. But we can do 148 jars in 25 minutes. Well, when Mama used to do canning, you had that old big canners. You can only do 7 jars at a time. Okay, hot water bath. That's what we did when we first started, y'all. I mean, we were so proud when we set them out on the table and he pop, 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 pop. I don't know if anybody's done canning, but that's music to your ears when you hear those cans pop. But that's what we have. It's a Combi Oven. We still have that today. This is the Y. They support us. They are so good to us. And so when MSNBC came, I bought Miss Jenny's shirt, and I put them all on them because I wanted the Y to get credit, because they've been so crucial to us. And it's just a good partnership. Everybody's good to us. We have 4 different flavors. We have a signature salt and pepper, traditional bread and butter, jalapeno salt and pepper, and award-winning habanero bread and butter. Tomorrow, I'm going to be on QVC, and what I'm going to roll out is Miss Jenny's Pickle Spears. Those are fried pickles in a bag. They're already frozen, already battered. You can bake or fry them in the convenience of your own home. Right now, you can get them at restaurants. We do the chips, but QVC just ordered the spears to get started. So, 5 o'clock tomorrow, QVC. Let's see what else. We just moved into our warehouse in March of 2011. I've been there a year now, and it's about 4,600 square foot, and that was one of our first pictures. Look how empty it is. If y'all come to Kernersville, North Carolina, we give you a 5-cent tour. We pay you to take it, and it is full of pickles, because we have pickles being made at the Y. We have pickles from a co-packer out of Indiana, but last week I was in Fayetteville, North Carolina with Bay Valley, so hopefully Bay Valley is going to be a new co-packer where everything's going to be made in North Carolina. The problem with that was their minimum order is 8,000 cases. Can anybody multiply 8,000 times 12? That's how many jars, which is a lot of money, and we didn't have that 2 years ago, but we're now growing enough to where Bay Valley can be our co-packer, and I'm thrilled for that partnership. We had a ribbon cutting. We had the mayor of Kernersville, Mayor of Walkertown. You know, you can see Madison and Kennedy up top. Avery is Ashley's youngest, and Tate. We really do put our kids to work. In fact, I pick Kennedy up every day, or when I'm home, at 2:30, bring her to the warehouse. Madison's in high school in 9th grade, so she doesn't get out till 4:30, plus she's playing ball. But Kennedy comes, and she helps package pickles to ship out. She, in fact, Ashley wasn't there, and UPS now has come in and given us our own scanner. And so Ashley wasn't there, and I said, Kennedy, we got to ship about 6 packages out, and we need to wrap all the jars, and I'll come out there and I'll show you how to use the scanner, because all we do is type it in and it prints and it says Miss Jenny and the whole 9 yards. It's really cool. Well, Kennedy, I was on call or whatever, she decides, I'll do it myself. What do you think she did? I said, don't touch anything. She didn't listen. What do you think she did to try to figure out how to use that shipping machine? She shipped herself to my house for $17.20. I said, Kennedy, you just cost me $17. She put in her accurate weight, and that's what it costs to mail a 72-pound, 11-year-old child. I said, Kennedy. I know. So you never know what you might get.